GHOne TV, your best experience.
The Natalie Fort Show is sponsored by MTN, Absa Bank Ghana, Dogtas Exclusive, Movenpick Ambassador Hotel. Supported by Mahalia Collection, Crazy Daisies, The Club G100, Self Search, Weller Dazzles, Beldale Artistry, Infonifier.
Every Sunday at 7 p.m., it gives me great joy to bring you conversations that matter here on the Natalie Fort Show. Tonight I'm joined by a woman who has spent what is now a decade of her life telling the stories of others through her celebrated publication, Glitz magazine. But this evening on the show, she tells a different story, her own story, and lets us into the world of Claudia Lumor and the human behind it all. Claudia, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Natalie Fort Show.
Thank you very much for having me.
How are you? How are you feeling?
I'm doing very well.
Yeah.
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Yourself?
I'm well, thank you.
Fantastic.
It's wonderful really to have you on the show. I'm incredibly glad because I've watched you from afar and even near for many years, and you inspire me.
Thank you.
I'm sure so many others. On the Natalie Fort Show, we start off with a question that I always ask every guest, and that is, right now, as we speak, what's the state of Claudia's life?
Oh, I'm in a very happy place. That's what I would say.
In a very happy place?
Yeah.
What does your happy place look like?
Healthy. Purpose. I found my purpose. I would say I have a great family support, beautiful and very supportive friends. So I'm in a very happy place.
Yeah. Now purpose, because I've read about you on this site a while back, and it spoke a bit about purpose.
Yeah.
Purpose means a lot to you.
It does.
You say right now you're in a happy place and you found your purpose.
Yeah.
Is that to say that throughout this period, or these 10 years of Glitz, Claudia hasn't known her purpose?
No, I mean, you start something, I started the brand with a vision to provide a solution, right? To tell very tasteful stories and to celebrate our country and the people that I believe they're doing very well and have very inspiring stories. But then through that, I find my purpose through what I was doing. So, and that's why I say after 10 years, I find myself in a very happy place because I feel like I'm achieving the purpose. I'm in a place where I feel very safe. I'm very happy to see others doing well. The people that I support are doing very well. So yeah, I'm here, I'm healthy, great children, great family. So yeah, I am.
You're happy, you're fulfilled. Wonderful, that's good to know. Now because we all know Claudia with these incredible professional titles, right? We know Glitz. We know your work with the United Nations. You do incredible work. But if I'm to ask, who is Claudia without any of those professional titles, who would you say she is?
Oh wow. I think Claudia is somebody I'm very intentional with the way I live my life. I'm very trustworthy. I am a people person. The way people feel, the way people, I like to make people around me feel very great about themselves. But I'm a very serious person in life, you know. I don't have time to waste. Like, it's no, what's the right way to put it? Like, I don't like people who waste time with things.
Or waste your time.
Waste my time, and I believe wasting their time as well. Maybe sometimes they don't notice they're wasting their time. If I have the opportunity, I'll point it out to you. But I think that really sums up, you know, who I am. I'm somebody that I respect people and I respect people's opinion. And I have a soul of service. You know, I always want to be there for other people. I want to make sure people come out do really well. I think that's really my DNA. You know, serving. I don't care. Like, I would do anything. You know, because that's my spirit. That's my soul. Is to really to provide good service to people. Yeah. You don't waste your time in life, and I see.
No. I see that. That you live in quite an intentional manner.
Yeah.
Have you always been this way? What was the younger Claudia like?
Yeah, I think so, because I haven't really been adventurous with my life that much. But I also believe that's because I'm an older child.
You're an older child.
Yeah.
When you say how many siblings do you have?
I have, well, we're 5 in all, but my older brother was never born or raised here, so, you know, I was the one that was, you know, the oldest. And I always wanted my sisters and my brothers to know that, to look up to me. You know, it's not like to look up to, I had no choice. I mean, they look up to me anyway. So I had no choice. I always wanted to make sure that what I'm doing, even the men I'll date, everything, like I was so very, you know, everything I think about it very deeply before I do things, because I'm very careful about the consequences of everything I do, because it's not just about you. And from a very young age, I always used to say it's never about just Claudia, you know. So I've lived my, you know, life by the grace of God with that kind of mindset. But I'm also, I mean, you know, I'm fun. I like to have fun. I like to, you know, but I think I believe when I'm in circles that I have my own kind of circles that I feel safe and you know, you know, I enjoy their company, and also I like to be in a circle of people that inspire me, you know, and not just anybody's your friend. You know, you won't find me in certain. You know, I'll say hi to everybody, but I won't bring you close to me because.
You're protective of your space.
Yeah, because I mean, you don't impact anything in my life, or you know, so why are you here with me? So I've always been like that. But I believe we had a really strong, good upbringing. My parents were middle class people. Worked very hard, normal, typical, average Ghanaian family. Worked really hard to make sure their kids were having great education. And in that sense, I believe we were blessed. We went to some of the great schools, went abroad, studied, and we're back doing our bit to help our country.
What did you dislike about your childhood?
What did I dislike? Oh, wow, I've never thought about something like that. Did I even know what I dislike about my childhood? Because I believe everything that I've been through is what has brought me to where I am at the moment. What did I dislike? I haven't. It's something probably I have to go back and think about it properly. But no, and also I think it's also the way I am. I don't really look back at things and put negative, you know, things to it. I look at things very differently. So maybe people might see it as a negative, but it will never occur to me that it's supposed to be negative. Because you just need to take everything and just work with it and run with it. I don't have time to wait and pause to think whether it's negative or not. You know, I'm not a child. Even if you tell me like I was a child, they bullied me and say maybe I'm ugly, I don't have time to say and wait to make that sink in. You know, I'm a go-go person, so maybe I haven't really thought about that.
You haven't?
But yeah.
I mean, you don't let things get to you.
Not at all. Not at all. Because I don't pay a lot of attention to what people say. I don't. I'm hard to break.
What's your soft spot? Where is, like, there must be that side that people could get through in that sense. Is there?
Because I won't allow it. I will not allow it.
Was there an experience that you think built this in you?
I believe it's also, as you said, like with the upbringing of knowing that, you know, you have to be strong and tough for the young siblings. So I think I just built that, you know, I just built that toughness from a very young age, because I didn't have a big sister or big brother to go to and cry to.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he was there, but he wasn't in the country.
Yeah,
yes?
he wasn't. Yeah, he was in the country, and he didn't grow up here or anything
Yeah.
like that. And you know, maybe our time when we were growing up, we're not children that could go to your mom or your dad and share things with them. We never had that. You know,
You
now
don't
things
have that
are changing.
with your parents?
No, it's not. You know, they're very Christian, typical. You know, so things that we would go through is not typical Ghanaian home.
Yeah.
Then
Then.
you can't like just go and say, "Oh, mom, I have this problem with the guy."
So who
oh,
did
I
you
have
confide
this.
in at that stage?
I didn't have anyone, you know, so I think probably that's what built this person that I still, you know, I talk to myself, you know, a lot. You know, I work things. I have friends who always tell me that you always talk to yourself as a third person, you know, because I'm always talking to Claudia. You know, and I'll tell you, oh, come on, Claudia, you can do this. You know, get on with it. You know, maybe because I never had that person, so I had only me and my mind to figure things out and
consult yourself. Almost,
yeah.
Will you say you have trust issues? Did it give you? Do you have a problem with trust? Do you think?
I believe it to understand, yeah, because that has to be part of the reason why I'm not able to open up to people, right? Because you're very I'm very careful with who holds what information about me. All of these things, maybe I do actually trust, but then I have people that I trust.
Few people.
Yeah, people that I trust, but these are people that I believe they have integrity. I have huge, like, I am a lady with a with huge integrity. Yeah, and I draw closer to people who I believe they do as well. And I will share with people like that because they have a reputation to hold as well, to keep. Why would they, want to destroy something that I have mentioned to them? Because they have integrity themselves, they have a purpose themselves, they have reputation themselves. And I'll give it back to them as well. So it's just people, we all have to be careful.
Like-minded people.
Yeah, like-minded people, exactly. Yeah.
What's your relationship with your parents and brother like now?
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. I mean, my dad is a typical Ghanaian dad. They are not the huggy kissing people, but they love you when they love you.
Maybe that also could have contributed to it. You don't see that affection, physical affection, in your home. You didn't grow up with much of that.
It was a very typical Ghanaian home, and I keep saying that because I know from a lot of my friends that
they had
you don't. Yeah, because you don't. I mean, how many of us saw our parents kissing in front of us? They may do it, but they would do it in front of their children. Yeah. Unlike now that we're very happy to kiss your boyfriend or partner or whatever in front of your children, and our kids are used to seeing that.
Yes.
But and they had their own way of showing affection, and I think I believe I received it as I got it. But I have a really good relationship with my dad, and my mom is she's my go-to person. She's so strong, a real strong Ghanaian woman, but she will call you, she follows me on social media. Like, how did you get on here? But hey, she's there. She'll comment on things. She'll call me. She'll pray with me. She'll fast on my behalf when I'm not even able to fast. She does that on our behalf and that of my children. So I only pray we can be mothers like that for our children, because what they do and what they've done from a young age and is still doing it, God is very inspiring. So
But you're a mother as well.
Yes.
Mother of three. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's that like?
Beautiful. I think that's the best job ever. That's like my favorite job.
That's your favorite job?
Yeah. And they grow so quick. I honestly sometimes can't believe that these are my children. They're like my height at the moment. One of them. But it's a blessing. It's not the fact that you want children doesn't mean you're going to get children. So when God bless you with some, you just need to make sure that you're being the person that He's hoping that you could be. We're only here to guide them. We brought them into the to this world, but we don't own them. So you just need to pray and ask God to help you guide them in a way that they'll blossom and be the person God wants them to be. So I have they are like my buddies, you know, even at that young age. Like
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a few on social media. And they're like, looks like a very friendly,
they're my buddies, and I always want them to know that you know, mommy's your best friend. Like, I want them to tell me anything. Like, you have a crush on a girl, a boy. Like, and I ask them, I joke with them. I'm like, you're a very tall boy. Girls must be after you. Is any girl that you know? So I have that conversation with them. Sometimes they're embarrassed, but they know that. And I tell them that mommy will never condemn you about anything. Whatever you feel, I have felt the same thing. Tell me, you know, and we have that relationship. And I pray to God that, you know, I know at some point they won't want their best friend in mommy. They will.
Well, they might.
they will have their own girlfriends and boyfriends. They're like, I actually want to do this with him, not you. But I have a really nice relationship with them, and I'm hoping they can stay the same. Yeah.
Now, Claudia, would you say when you were younger, the life you're living now is the sort of life you imagined, envisioned that you'll be living?
No.
What sort of life did you envision?
Because I never thought I would be doing the work that I'm doing, number one. Well, at some point when I was growing up, I mean, didn't all of us wanted to be newscasters because we love Barbara Sam and on GTV.
Yes.
But I believe when I started school, I did economics and law, so I really wanted to be in corporate. I wanted to be in banking, but I guess I found my purpose elsewhere, and I haven't regretted, and I'm happy.
So from studying, you studied law. Yes. You worked in banking, and now fashion, lifestyle.
Yeah.
How did that transition happen?
Long time ago. How the transition? Well, I came back to Ghana. I started working in a bank as well when I came to Ghana. Worked in a bank, moved to Ghana, worked in a bank. I guess whilst I was in the bank, when I started having children, I wanted something else. I wanted to do something else. And doing the magazine really was one of those aha moments. I think I came to my mind.
So you were working at the bank. That was Stanbic, I believe.
Yeah, Stanbic Bank,
And you just wanted something different. Why? Was it for the sake of time?
Time, yeah. I think, I believe time as well, because even though I've done banking in the UK, banking here was a little different from what I was used to. And then when I started, when I had my first son, I thought, I don't know if I could do this and still do what I would love to do with my children. So I was looking for a way out, but I couldn't see. I never saw myself as an entrepreneur, because I always saw myself as I'll be working in big corporation and, you know, be a big executive, corporate executive. That's where my head was. But I thought, okay, well, I tried this, and then we'll see. If it doesn't work, you have a certificate, you can always get another job. And it happened that I didn't have to go back.
And what was the process of birthing Glitz?
The whole brand.
The initial stage. What was that?
It wasn't easy, of course, because when you're starting something so new, everybody will tell. I mean, I had a lot of people telling me that it won't work. Ghanaians don't love magazines. People not love magazines, don't read magazine. Don't read magazine. All of that. But I'm very stubborn. If I really want to do something, I need to prove to me. You know, apart from God, you know, apart from like, you know, praying about it, I really need to prove to me that won't work. Because if not, mentally, I won't settle. So I have to really go all the way.
You won't settle mentally unless you get it done.
Yes. I had to do it to prove to myself that it didn't work. So, but somehow, I didn't anyway. So.
No, what were you going to say?
No, I was going to say somehow deep down me I knew it would work.
You did.
But I was being humbled by it, telling people that, I'm just going to try it and see how it works out. But deep down me, I knew it was going to work, because we didn't have any strong lifestyle magazine like that, and I felt we deserve, you know, we have great people and personality here, and I felt, you know, we're not telling their story in a very tasteful way, how people want it to be, their story to be told. We launched it. Of course, setting a brand in Ghana is, you know, 10 years ago is not easy. Finding the funding, finding the right team to work with, registering a company, is a whole lot of things. But I believed in the process, and I trusted God, and I trusted the work and the team that we're doing, believing that I didn't have expectations about it. I didn't go in saying, okay, 1 year, 2 years down the line, I want us to be here. I just wanted us to work. No, I just wanted us to work. So even if we're failing, probably I wouldn't see it because I didn't go in with an expectation. All I wanted us to do that every issue is good, and every issue is better than the other one. And are people happy with it? Do people want it? We must be doing something good. Let's just keep researching and doing better. And that's all my head was with the next issue. Just stick with one issue. Just stick with that one. Just stick with that. And yeah, in 10 years we're still here.
I think it's sort of important sometimes not to have expectations.
Yeah,
you know, people expect a lot in whether it be in business, relationships.
Yeah, people expect a lot, but also we put too much pressure on ourselves. You know, when you have too much expectation. I'm very ambitious. So it's not that if you don't have that expectation, you're not going to be ambitious or anything. You know where you're working, you know what you're working towards, but you need to be real with your expectation. And I don't live my life with so much expectation. Like, I'm not...
In any aspect of your life?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, in any aspect, you know, so probably I don't get disappointed along the way. Maybe it all comes from, I don't know, but I don't... like if you're my friend, I wouldn't expect you to call me, you know, that kind of friendship. I haven't heard from you. I don't mind. You don't care. If you call me, I take what you give. You know, I'm not somebody that will expect you to do stuff for me. You know, I'll expect, because I'm doing what I'm doing
for yourself.
Right? So I've never been that, you know, demanding that kind of friendship, family. You know, if it's my birthday, my dad calls me, fine. If you forget about it and you say, oh, I forgot, oh, that's fine. It's okay. Like, why would I expect you by force to remember to call me?
You don't mind?
No, not at all. I'm okay with stuff like that. I don't live my life expecting, you know, certain things from, you know, people. But
we'll talk a bit more about that here on the Natalie Fort Show.
Sure.
Nivea Natural Fairness is now Nivea Perfect and Radiant. Reveal your skin's natural radiance with Nivea Perfect and Radiant, enriched with berry extracts and UV filters. To reduce dark spots and even out your skin tone. For radiant and even-toned skin, say hello again to Nivea Perfect and Radiant Body Lotion. Try the full Nivea Perfect and Radiant range to unlock your most radiant self.
There are many ways to get around, but there's only one way to pay.
Momo?
Sure.
So many styles to choose, but there's only one sure way to pay.
Momo? Yes.
There's so many you can buy, but there's only one sure way to pay.
Momo?
Yes.
To share my enemy.
There's so much variety, but there's only one sure way to pay. There's so many ways to get together, but there's only one sure way to pay. Got a payment to make? Use MTN Momo and enjoy real convenience in all your financial transactions. Live life the brighter way with MTN Momo. Just Momo it.
MTN.
You believe in creating change for your community, for Africa and for the world. So do we. Global Citizen is a movement of people that believes that if we act together, we can create a society in which everyone has the opportunity to thrive. Join us at Blackstown Square on September 24th for the Global Citizen Festival. Experience an incredible lineup and witness world leaders taking action for a better world. Download the Global Citizen app today to earn your free spot at the festival.
Good business means seeing the possibilities and maximizing opportunities. Making sure you have a responsive support system. Backs your business goals. A partner that gives you a stable platform with reliable connectivity and seamless solutions. and better understands the tools required to take you to the next level. With so many moving parts in running a business, we do our best to provide you with some stability. The only kind of stability you can find with MTN Business Broadband, the fastest and most reliable internet provider in Ghana, making sure you stay ahead and stay connected, because we understand what makes your business tick.
Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh or call or WhatsApp 0244 308 111.
MTN.
Welcome back to the Natalie Fort Show. I'm in conversation with Claudia Lumor. Claudia, you were talking about not expecting a lot from other people, right? Just it's you navigating your path, and you're not demanding from others. Now, you said you're very, very ambitious. I think it shows to many of us that you're very ambitious. I'd like to know if you've ever experienced self-doubt, right? And how do you handle self-doubt?
Yeah, I have, but I believe what I do is I talk myself out of it, because I do not have the luxury of it showing.
Okay. You don't have the luxury of self-doubt showing to the world?
Yeah, I don't have that luxury.
Why?
Because I represent something, I know what I represent to younger people, to my family, to my business as a business leader. And people thrive or they build themselves from your energy and from your how you are approaching situation and things like that. So if you let people feel that, you can't. I mean, that's my way of thinking. You know,
do you do it for others or for yourself?
Do I do?
Because you said you don't have. I don't have the luxury, right? Because of how people view you, or the brand that you sort of have. Do you therefore not experience self-doubt because of other people looking up to you?
No, I do experience it, but I talk myself out of it, because we're all human, right? You will have some point that you feel like, oh no, Claudia, you can't do this. Oh, this will not work. Oh, this will not. But I don't have the luxury to stay in that state. You know, because you need to pick up yourself quickly. Once, you know, it hit you, I don't have the luxury to sit there and stay in that state. Because I work with brands, I build brands, I'm a solution provider for brands. So if I am, and I'm a business leader, I have lots of people that I work with, lots of people that build their brand and their businesses around what I do. And when it comes to aside business as well, I'm a mother of 3 children that are looking up to me, pulling strength, positive, you know, energy, mindset, everything from me. So I do not have the luxury to stay in self-doubt. So once it hit me as a, you know, you're a human being, but you need to make sure that, well, I make sure that I talk myself out of it. How I do it, how it will happen, I just need to make it happen. So, and again, that's why I say I talk to myself a lot. A lot? I do talk to myself a lot.
I mean, going about your day, you talk to yourself. It's not as though you're doing it in your head. You do it.
In my head. Sometimes I do. I will. You know, I'll just say it. Like, you know, maybe you could be doing a big presentation somewhere, and you're thinking, oh my God, what would I be doing in this room? I have some of the most powerful people in this country in this room, and Claudia, I'm going to stand there and present, and you do get that moment, but before I would even enter that room, I talk to myself and know that, you know, there's a reason why you're entering this door and not any other person. You know, so whatever I need to reset my mind, position myself and be ready for it, I will just be ready for it. I don't have the luxury not to be, because you cannot disappoint people. I don't have the luxury to disappoint. So I just need to make sure I make it happen.
Are you hard on yourself?
I am.
You are.
Very. Because I'm only here to please Claudia. So I know when I can do better. And I do it for me. I don't do it for anybody.
For others.
No. I'm very hard for myself.
On yourself.
On myself. For me. Because I know what God has put in me. And I know how what I'm capable of doing. So I push myself, and if you come to even any of my events, like I'm always like at the back. I will have friends and very powerful people that come and they're like, Claudia, I mean, this is great. This is going very well, but I don't know if it's going well. Like I will still be there thinking about what's going wrong. What are we getting wrong? That's where my head is. It's not the good part, So I'm always I'm very hard on myself, and I also make sure that I treat myself a lot because I put too much pressure on Claudia. So I always make sure that Claudia also take care of Claudia as well.
What do you do to take care of Claudia?
Oh, girl. I love alone time because of course when you run a business and you have children and all of that, I love having my alone time where I love having great wine, movies and all of that. But I do not play with like going to the spa. I travel a lot. When I don't even mind going away for 3 days, just to be with to be alone, spend time with myself. And when I go, I really make sure that I'm in the best places and having great food. Beautiful spa. I just feel like she needs it. Again, I'm talking to myself.
You're talking to yourself. It's very interesting. I mean, I think it's a good thing, because it's true. We shouldn't be living. Fine, people do gain inspiration from you. So you recognize that and you step up to the past. But at the same time, you're living for you. Right? You really 100%. Are living for you.
100%.
Now, I know you do a lot that has to do with women. Some may say you are a feminist. Are you a feminist?
To some point, I am. I am, because I have a soft spot for anything women. But it's also because I do say that this world is a man's world. So
it's a man's world?
Yeah. So the little that we can do for each other as women to make sure that women are doing better, I believe women didn't have this kind of opportunity that we do have 50, 60, 70 years ago. So now we have the opportunity. Now the companies or people are open now to see women do well. So we don't have an excuse now to say, oh, because I'm a woman, I can't do this. I believe now that if you're a woman and you're not doing what you really want to do, you have nobody to blame. And any support as a woman, for myself, any support that I can give to another woman, I will. And I will step in for any woman if I have the strength and ability to do that, because why not?
Do you think there's this, I mean, I've heard some say that feminism sort of has worked to the disadvantage of women. That's a view. Do you think that there's any truth to that?
I probably would say yes and no. It's also, for me, it's also mindset. It's also mindset hugely, because if we as women, if we're working or we're doing what we're doing with the mindset that, oh, I'm only going to be here, I'm only going to do this because I'm a woman, or I'm not going to be able to do this because I'm a woman, then that's when you're allowing yourself to be taken over by that. Yes. But I say to young women and women that I mentor that when I go into meetings or I go into projects and things, I don't see a woman, I just see a person. So my mindset is not a mindset of, oh, I'm a woman. I don't see myself as that. I just see myself as a person. So even if you are trying to push me aside because I'm a woman.
I mean, you've been engaged with people from many high positions. Have you had that?
No, I haven't had that.
You haven't at all?
No. And but it's also how you step up. It's also how you enter that door. And I always say that even for me as a woman, I get very sick and tired of women who think they're beautiful and with no substance. I always say that come to that meeting with something. If the last thing these people remember about you when you leave is the girl who had a great hair and has a beautiful face, you have failed. And you haven't failed just yourself. You failed a lot of women that will not get you that door because of what because of you. So if we take it on and we see that responsibility and see that I am here not only for myself, but I'm here to make sure that other women can do what I'm doing and do even better. Then the way we approach things, the way we do things will be different.
Now, as a woman who is very self-sufficient, what do you think what challenges have you faced as a result of it? Right? Because I would think it might be difficult in some aspects. Have you faced any challenges as such a strong, self-sufficient woman?
I have, and I think most of my challenges has been with business, because I'm building a brand that's not very common in our corporate world. So I have faced a lot of challenges in terms of I'll say more like funding for my business, finding the right people to work with. All of these things are challenges that we go through as business people, but I guess almost every business is going through the same thing. But aside that, I just take life on as it comes.
So apart from business, none other? Yes?
No.
No?
Nothing that I
Your laugh. Oh my, what are you thinking? That was quite
I'm trying to think deep to see what else, but yeah, nothing is coming.
Nothing is coming?
No, and I don't want to force it.
Okay, sure. Now, as we are rounding up, what would you say there's another thing I read, because I read quite a number of things that had to do with fear, motivation, people's motivations being stemmed from fear, sometimes, a number of times, right? Like your motivation is linked to what you're most afraid of, right? Now, if this is true, what would you say your biggest fear in life is?
Not being able to provide for my children. It's my motivation. It's what, reason why I will not, I'm a go-go person. So I want to be able to give them a really beautiful life that I believe they deserve, and I can't do that with my leg crossed and just sitting down. So yeah, that's the big part of it. My children and then my family as well. Yeah.
Being able to provide for them and give them the quality of life.
Yeah. Oh my God, even talking about it. Yeah, because I know what the kind of life I want them to have, and I believe they deserve. Yeah. And I can do that by being a very hardworking person. And I also say, we're in the social media world, that I want my children to Google their mother 20 years down the line and still be proud of their mother. So am I doing that? If I am doing that, then I'm very happy. So these are all parts of the things that really keeps me focused and with what I do. Yeah.
And you're on course on that, right?
I believe so. I believe so. And I always pray to God to continue to give us the strength and the wisdom to be able to keep doing that. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
That's very beautiful. Final question.
Yeah.
If the younger version of Claudia was standing in front of you, what would you tell her?
Relax and have a bit more fun.
A bit more fun. I would tell you. You'll tell her that. Why?
Yeah, because I suppose and it's funny. I'm actually having more fun in my 40s than I had when I was in my 20s and 30s. Yeah. So I suppose that's also why I say I'm in a very happy place, because I believe I found my purpose. I have the right people around me. I have people that I love around me. I had the children, they're doing very well. I'm in a very happy place. Yeah. And I believe maybe then I was so holding on, I can't be myself, too careful with myself.
Too careful. I mean, you said you haven't been as adventurous with yourself.
I was too careful with myself because you always feel that huge burden of responsibility on yourself, that you can't let, you can't let your sisters down, you can't let your siblings down, you can't let your parents down. You see yourself as you are the
source of it. Do you get that support that you give? Do you feel like you get it now?
Oh yes, I do. Yeah, I do a lot, and it's also probably maybe because I see my siblings doing very well as well. So I believe that I feel like I can be happy. Claudia can be silly sometimes. It's okay.
Let her hair down and just.
It's okay. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Let her hair down and just be. If you were to use one word to describe Claudia, what would it be?
Oh. Wow. One word. I have a very beautiful soul.
Okay, one word. That's a sentence.
I know. I'll try so hard.
a beautiful soul, right?
Yeah.
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 Underneath the very tough, because you said it.
Yeah.
There's you're tough. You're a tough woman.
Yeah.
But there's a beautiful
Oh
soul
God, yeah.
under that.
Yeah. And he attracts the right people.
It attracts the right people.
Yeah. Yeah. I think people feel safe when they are there in my space because they trust that I will look after them. Yeah. And I don't take that for granted at all because I'm very connected to I draw very powerful people to me, and to know that these are people that trust me and are very safe in my space.
Your presence,
yeah, it's something that I don't play with at all. So yeah.
A beautiful soul.
I think so.
I think so. You're thinking of another one. Beautiful soul. No, yeah, I mean, Claudia, you truly are an icon, and it's inspiring, like I said, to myself and I'm sure so many other young girls.
Thank you,
in your 40s.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've done quite a great deal.
Thank you so much.
So keep being that beautiful soul and keep inspiring.
Thank
you so much, Claudia, for being
thank
on
you
the
for
show.
having me, and you're doing very well.
Thank you.
So I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank
This is just your
Claudia.
beginning.
Thank you. Watching the Natalie Ford Show. I've been in conversation with Claudia Lumor. We've got Fantastic next. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Natalie Ford Show. I have loved my conversation with Claudia Lumor about her life and her journey over the years. It's now time for Fantastic, for us to lighten things down, for Claudia to let her hair down. So Claudia, Fantastic is basically a game segment of the show.
Okay.
And your game, it's not got nothing to do with communications or publication, but it's called Tongue Twister. Okay.
Oh
So I've got a card in my hand, and on it is written the longest word in the English language. I'm not sure if you know. If you know it. So I'm not going to pronounce it just yet because that will give it away. But I'm going to hand you the card. The look you're giving me. I'm going to hand you the card, and you're just expected to view the word and to say it quickly 5 times in a minute. And let me know if you know. If you don't know, don't worry. All in 1 minute. Got it?
Wow.
Are the instructions clear?
Yeah.
Sure? Okay. So here's the word, Claudia. Here you go.
Oh, dear Jesus.
I can't say it the first time I saw it. So you have a minute to...
No, I can't do this.
No, try it. No. Try. It's simple. Try.
No.
No, just you can take like a few seconds to just go through the word and pronounce it.
Ultra microscopic silicovolcanosis.
No, you're actually very close. Okay, second time.
Ultra microscopic silicovolcanosis.
You're very close, Claudia. A lot better than me when I first saw the word. Okay, don't worry. That's it.
How,
right?
What's the meaning of this?
Okay, so ultramicroscopic silicovolcanosis. The longest word in the English language.
What?
And it has something to do with a lung disease contracted.
Yeah. I figured, I mean, when you see the
volcano,
yeah.
So.
Wow. God, we have to go back to school.
Just for the fun, Claudia. You did a lot better than me when I first saw it. Though,
oh, thank you. Now, I'm looking at my lectures and all my master's degree and everything. I probably need to go back to English school.
It's fine. Many people don't know. Claudia, thank you so much.
Thank you too. Thank you so much for having me.
It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
You've been in conversation with Claudia Lumor here on the Natalie Ford Show. Do stay with us. We've got Star Woman and Proud of My Hustle next.
Nivea Natural Fairness is now Nivea Perfect and Radiant. Reveal your skin's natural radiance with Nivea Perfect and Radiant, enriched with berry extracts and UV filters. To reduce dark spots and even out your skin tone. for radiant and even-toned skin. Say hello again to Nivea Perfect and Radiant Body Lotion. Try the full Nivea Perfect and Radiant range to unlock your most radiant self.
Good business means seeing the possibilities and maximizing opportunities. Making sure you have a responsive support system. Backs your business goals. A partner that gives you a stable platform with reliable connectivity and seamless solutions, and better understands the tools required to take you to the next level. With so many moving parts in running a business, we do our best to provide you with some stability. The only kind of stability you can find with MTN Business Broadband, the fastest and most reliable internet provider in Ghana, making sure you stay ahead and stay connected, because we understand what makes your business tick.
Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh or call or WhatsApp 0244 308 111.
MTN.
Welcome back to the Natalie Ford Show. It's now time for our Star Woman segment, and this segment is made possible through the support of Absa Bank Ghana. Now, to all you women out there, get Absa Emerge. It's a solution that helps you balance it all. Absa Emerge is a business banking solution designed for women, entrepreneurs, that goes beyond banking. It gives you access to expert business advice, exclusive networking opportunities, lower interest rates on loans, and COT-free banking. It includes exciting lifestyle benefits that help you balance your busy life. So sign on to Absa Emerge today. That's Africanicity, that's Absa. Visit absa.com.gh or call our team on 030-397-9535. Remember that terms and conditions do apply. Next is our star woman, Audrey Abaka.
I will touch on 3 key misconceptions about women in banking and finance. The first one is we are perceived as women who don't have balance. And I think it is so because of the nature of our work. You know, it entails a lot, and it is conceived that if you work in the banking sector, you don't have time even for your family, and then also for other aspects of your life. But that is not true, in the sense that there are women who have actually managed their lives so well in that sector, and they are in control of their career and other aspects of their work. The second one is that they think we are rich. And I like that, you know. And they think that because we work with money, we are rich. And then the third one I will touch on is that they think that we can't get stuck in our career because of the routine nature of the kind of work we do. Now, the word balance comes up quite frequently on women platforms that I have been privileged to speak on. And Natalie, I tell those that I speak to that I find it difficult to believe that there is ever a balance where you are able to achieve a balance in all aspects of your life, because there are several aspects of our lives: our spirituality, our career, our finance, our social, and other stuff. I think that a woman achieves a balance when at a certain phase in your life you are able to identify the very important aspect of your life, and you are able to create time to focus on that area. So for example, currently in my life now, the 4 key most important things to me is my family, my career, my personal development, and then my spirituality. And I intentionally and deliberately create time to touch on all of these. Once I'm able to do that, I feel I have balance. Exactly. At every phase in my life. There will be times in your life where family becomes so important, so you channel most of your time to family. And then there would also come a point in time where your career is so key and you want to focus a lot more time, but you touch on other aspects of your life as well. If you don't, then your life sort of is skewed towards just one aspect of your life, and that is not good enough. Wow. I would give her a lot of advice and counsel, but for the sake of time, the first one is I would tell her to make God the center of her life, to trust God with all her heart, not to lean on her own understanding, but in all her ways, she has to seek God and God will direct her. Number 2 is I would advise her to take her personal development very seriously, because we are in a world that is changing every single day and driven by knowledge, driven by skills and expertise. The more you know in a particular field, the more skill you have and the more competency you are able to build, the higher your price and the more opportunities are opened to you. The third is I would advise her to be very wise when she's choosing her life partner, if she's not married then. Because Natalie, you are laughing about this, but the kind of man that you marry can either make you or destroy you. And we have seen a lot of young people who did not make wise choices regarding the man they marry, and their career has been halted. Okay, and the last one is I would advise her to choose the right friends, to walk with wise people. The Bible says that if you walk with wise people, you become wise. If you walk with smart and intelligent people, you become smart and intelligent. So these are some of the advice and counsel I will give my young 25 years old self. Yeah. Natalie, thank you for asking that question. In February, I was privileged to be recognized and awarded the best SME personality of the year 2021. And then also the financial inclusion personality of the year 2021. Thanks to Joshua Obam, it was actually conferred to me by African Women in Banking and Finance magazine. And I thank that young man for discovering me and showcasing me at that level. And then in the month of March, I had the opportunity to also take the Corporate Leadership Excellence Award in Dubai, and that was also organized by She Awards. And the beautiful aspect of that award is that in one room we had beautiful, intelligent, smart, amazing women, gorgeously dressed for the occasion, and I just loved the whole program and the whole event, and I enjoyed it, to the latter. So this year, these two key events that have happened in my life were really fulfilling to me.
Special thank you to Absa Bank Ghana and the Club G100 for the Star Woman segment. And next on the Natalie Fort Show is Proud of My Hustle.
My 27 years. Me 13 years na me ba. My 27 years. And I met here. Me see fie. I feel amazing. My high down. My outre. E we juma we mu. Me ni krum ye single parent. Me share me ma. Epe we juma we mu. Enu na me de me bibia. Enti juma de we ya eye pa eboa. Oba de wo ha wo ye juma wani ji. Omunye juma. Wo ye juma wani ji pa. Enti juma wo hia. Me se hia me. Enti me tu obuya fude bia se juma ye. We are sana kaka na meton for 6 months. If it's a do rainy season, me ma. I'm sorry, ma'am. Your friend Melinda, I'm proud of my hustle.
Well, you certainly should be proud of your hustle. That does it for the Natalie Fort Show this evening. Hope you've enjoyed my conversation with Claudia Lumor, our Star Woman segment, Proud of My Hustle. Remember, we are on your screens at 7 p.m. next Sunday here on GHOne Television. Have a beautiful evening.
The Natalie Fort Show was brought to you by MTN, Absa Bank Ghana, Dogtas Exclusive, Movenpick Ambassador Hotel, supported by Mahalia Collection, Crazy Daisies, the Club G100, Self Search, Weller